This is Street Smart Women, a series highlighting the inspiring stories of resourceful women entrepreneurs, some with limited formal education, who drive economic growth and innovation in Nigeria and across Africa. Against all odds, these women have built thriving businesses that sustain themselves and their families and contribute significantly to their communities. Our first street smart woman on this episode is Ojo Mary Olanike, also known as Asabi. She is the founder of Asabi Olowoshibi Pot Kitchen in Oluyole, Ibadan.
My name is Ojo Francis Mary Olanike. I'm into food business. I'm a caterer.
Despite holding a university degree, Asabi's transition from the corporate world to entrepreneurship is truly motivating. I had the pleasure of meeting with Asabi at her restaurant, where we delved into her impressive journey in the business world and how she has skillfully navigated every challenge along the way.
It's a long story. Asabi Olowoshibi Pot Kitchen. There's Pot Kitchen at the back of it. So it started in 2020. After I gave back to my son, when I started my mat leave, I was enjoying the freedom. Let's say I was enjoying the mat leave. So later and I told my mother-in-law that I think this banking job, I don't want to resume back. That I'm tired of it. I want to start doing something. She said, what do you want to be selling? And I told her business. They are into kitchen utensils. So we prayed over it. They said, I cannot do that business. Anything like food. And I went to the Instagram. I started picking people's food. Though I like to cook. Anytime I take my food to the office, people always like it. And so those people that know that I always cook very well, and I say, Mary, make a €4 for me. And I made the effort. But that effort, I shall do it. She enjoyed it. She now said, make ofada sauce for me. But that ofada sauce, it was very pepperish. Even my husband complained about it. And when it was December 2020, and I resigned. I started, and I got a place along Akala Express. Some people know that place. Started with umbrella. So a lot of people, they mock me. They say, how can you leave the banking job and started hawking food beside the road? I started with cooler. I will sit on the bench. At times I'll be pressing my phone. We can say today, we cannot say tomorrow. We started, they don't know us. I will give food to people for free because I still want that food to be finished that day. We can't sell the food the following day. I will still cook another food the following day. Later I leave that place. I started using my car to hawk food again.
When discussing her seed capital, Mary shared that she raised funds with the support of her husband and other family members who believed in her entrepreneurial dream. Their financial backing and encouragement played a crucial role in helping her turn her dream into reality.
The first capital that I used to start that food business, I cannot account for it. I sent my home money. My husband's uncle, he gave me 300K. I have my own money. Even my brother, I have a brother in UK. Tina is very supportive. He also supports 10 million. A lot. Even my husband, I could not account for that money because if I buy a bag of rice now, when I cook the rice, I want people to know that this food is very sweet. But so not everybody that buy food. Some people don't believe that we can reach this place till now. So I dash food out there a lot. And then I will not have profits.
She shared the defining moment when she realized her business had started to flourish and achieve success.
We started here 2022 January. Yes, 2022 January. Even when I started here, people did not patronize like that. We always cook. We make 3 cups, tin cup. We use tin cup here of amala, yam flour. We will not sell it finished. Our pounded yam, at times 10 wraps, 15 wraps, it will not finish. We start calling customers, those that we know. At times I'll be begging food, come and buy the pounded yam to 250. From day one, I've been selling my pounded yam for 500. We started with big coolers, but it doesn't mean that what we have inside that cooler is full. At times we put the food inside something and put inside the cooler to display. But we don't do that now. Glory to God.
I then asked, what motivated you to keep going despite these struggles? What kept you from giving up?
I cannot give up. If I give up, people will mock me. Even I have a complaint. Like there's one among them now. Today they are still giving me food. They produce semo, they produce vegetable oil, they produce pasta, a lot of things. I cook for them monthly. Since I started, they've been with me. There was a day they gave me order, 86 packs of ofada rice to be delivered on Thursday. And I cook it on Tuesday. When I got there, they say, Auntie Ashabi, what are you doing here? I said, I came to deliver food. Which food? Go and read your WhatsApp very well. We said you will deliver it on Thursday. And you brought it on Tuesday. We started calling people who want to eat ofada. Yes, God bless that lady. She stood by me, even to date. She now called her sister. We started hawking that ofada on the road of, they are in Ramadan then. We took it to Okado. She started calling those people selling cars. Please, we have ofada. They are about to break their fast. I sold almost that 86 packs.
She shared how her business has significantly improved her family's financial situation and positively impacted her employees' lives. Through her entrepreneurial success, she has provided stability and growth opportunities for both her loved ones and her staff, creating a ripple effect of prosperity and well-being.
That's 100%. Even my staff, I told them I'm not Olonje. Everybody know. That's why I deal with CAC directly. I don't do all those Olonje, because I don't want any problem for myself. So I always said I'm not Olonje. It's just a destiny that said I will sell food. I was not having intention of selling food. So just the cut that God said, what you have intention to sell, this is not you will sell. Even my staff, when we started, I have someone that collected 850. I have someone that collected 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. They are collecting more than that now, daily. More than that daily now. I don't want to disclose what they are collecting.
One such beneficiary is Mrs. Alaba Johnson, a long-time caterer and staff member who started with Ashabi when she began her business, cooking from home. Mrs. Johnson shared her journey working with Ashabi, expressing how Ashabi's growth has inspired her and positively influenced her own personal development.
Ìgbà tí mo mọ̀ wọ́n jẹ́ èèyàn tó dáa. Wọn ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí wọ́n jẹ́ èèyàn lówó, wọ́n máa ń ṣe èèyàn dáadáa ju bí èèyàn ṣe rò wípé òun lè rò lọ. Inú mi dùn pé mo mọ̀ wọ́n, inú mi dẹ̀ dùn pé mi ò kábàámọ̀ pé mo mọ̀ wọ́n. Ìgbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ bí ó nira díẹ̀. Ọdún náà ìgbà tí wọ́n kọ́kọ́ sọ fún mi wípé àjọ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀, mi ì fẹ́ bá wọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ torí mi like pé báwọn àwọn tó ń dáná bí wọ́n ṣe máa lóyàn àjọ ṣàlàyé pọ̀. Ìgbà tó dẹ̀ di pé èdè wa yéra a bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Staffing challenges are prevalent in the restaurant industry, and Ashabi shared several of her experiences in this area. She discussed the difficulties of finding reliable and skilled employees, managing turnover, and maintaining a motivated team. Despite these hurdles, Ashabi has implemented effective strategies to address staffing issues and ensure the smooth operation of her restaurant.
But anyone, if I see that this staff is not working well or you cannot think, I want people that can think. You have to be proactive. I don't need to be calling you, you're calling you to do this. You know you have to do this. I don't want that kind of person. When you resume here after it's minimum of 1 week. At times I give 2 days. When I notice that if this person cannot work with me, I have someone that I employed. The first day, she put phone here or here. I'll be using one hand to wash meat. No. I have people that will resume here. The second day, she stole something. I don't check their bags, no. But she stole fufu. She put it in her bag. I said I give them food.
She advises women who aspire to transition from the corporate world to entrepreneurship, drawing on her experience to guide them through this significant career shift.
First thing, I will tell them to have passion on whatever they want to do. You must have passion. When I started, some people did not believe in my business. They did not believe I can do it. So whatever you are doing, that people know you are doing, one day you have the results. Just put your mind in it and keep doing it. Make sure the quality did not change. That is very important.
As we reflect on Ashabi's remarkable journey in business, we celebrate her courageous decision to leave the security of her corporate job and embrace the uncertainty of entrepreneurship. She faced initial doubts and challenges, but refused to let fear of criticism hold her back. Instead, she turned it into motivation, transforming her restaurant business into a thriving hub, bustling with clients daily. Today, those who once doubted her now celebrate her success. Ashabi's journey showcases the strength of determination and perseverance in achieving one's dreams, encouraging others to boldly pursue their passion. Meet Mrs. Folake Oduwaye, our second street smart woman on today's episode. She is a 59-year-old businesswoman in Oloson village, well known for producing high-quality beans powder for moi moi and akara delicacies. Also, she produces and supplies cold pap, also known as ogi, in buckets to major markets in Ibadan.
My name is Folake Oduwaye. I sell pap and beans powder. I also have a shop where I sell fruits, rice, beans, and foodstuff.
Despite having no formal education, she has remained a pillar of support for her children, proving herself to be a savvy entrepreneur. I had the pleasure of visiting Mrs. Oduwaye at her home, where she shared the story of her business journey from 2007 till date.
Beans powder ni mo kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ 2007 ni mo dé Ìbàdàn bí.
I started with selling beans powder in 2007. When I came to Ibadan due to a problem with my husband in Ondo, when I arrived, I saw beans and thought of the business. Beans was 100 naira then. I bought it, dried the beans and ground it. I first made the one without pepper, which can be used to make white moi moi bean cake.
Ẹni bá fẹ́ fi ṣàkàrà àpò àtàmọ̀. Ngbọ̀ wáyà mo wá kò ju bí èèmọ̀ tí mo kọ̀ wá ń lo aláta sọ́tọ̀.
Later, I started making the one with pepper for moi moi and begiri. I encountered so many challenges, so I started selling pap along with it.
So, ngbọ̀ wáyà mo ṣàrí pé wàhálà yẹn ti wá fẹ́ pọ̀ jù.
Whenever I traveled to sell, I would come back in the afternoon and then work on the next market day's supply.
Ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà mo rí pé bí mo ṣe ń fà yẹn, ó ti wá pọ̀ jù.
Due to the skyrocketing cost of foodstuffs in the country, Mrs. Oduwaye had to adapt her business strategy. She now focuses primarily on pap production and only produces beans powder on special request, as the price of beans has become prohibitively expensive. This adjustment has allowed her to maintain her business while navigating the challenges of a fluctuating market.
ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà tó wá di pé láti bí oṣù.
When beans started getting expensive, I decided to stop selling beans powder. I only sell on special orders to people who want to travel with it.
Ni mo máa bá ṣe tán bá ti bẹ̀ mí báyìí màá bá wọn ṣe. Kóńgò báyìí ẹni tó bá bẹ̀ mí nísìn.
A Congo of beans made into beans powder is 5,000 naira. I make it and seal it. I have a sealing machine at home. I only sell pap at the market now.
She shared with me how the small business she started in 2007 became a crucial source of financial support for her and her children. Through the proceeds of this business, she was able to single-handedly see all her children through school and university. We also had an emotional moment as she spoke about losing a child to a reckless driver 6 years ago amidst her ongoing struggles. It is a pain that no parent should ever have to endure. Mrs. Oduwaye's strength in the face of such heartbreaking adversity is truly commendable.
There's a lot to say. When I first started, I rented an apartment with 4,000 naira. My daughter and I lived there. I had 3 children, but about 6 years ago, I lost my second child. He had graduated from Akwa Ibom and wasn't even 2 months into his National Youth Service when he went to a party with friends and was hit by a reckless driver. He died.
So at problem
I was ill after that. When I recovered, I started working again. It was with the money from my business that I paid rent and sent my children to school. It's from that money that my daughter learned hairdressing and makeup. She now works with those skills.
Last week,
when my late child wanted to serve, it was also from my money. When his younger sister also got into school, their father didn't know. You know how it is when a man leaves you to care for the children alone.
Despite being abandoned by her husband in 2005 and left to care for her children alone, Mrs. Oduwaye put in tremendous effort to ensure her children received a good education, while also raising her grandkids. Her dedication and hard work have been unwavering, as she tirelessly balanced running her business and nurturing her family to secure a better future for her children.
Was school 7 years.
It took 7 years for her to get into school. We tried everywhere. One of my brother's children in Cotonou helped us with a form and she got in. 100,000 naira was for rent and 200,000 naira for school fees.
200,000 school.
We worked it out until she completed 2.5 years, graduated and served.
Last year.
My first child also lives here in Koliadu. He sells rice, but recently, customs confiscated his goods twice. And about 4 people owned some of the goods that were confiscated, so that brought problems. His wife left him when he lost his job, so my grandkids are here with me, schooling, and I take care of them.
She shares examples of some of her most challenging moments running this business, including the toll on her health due to the stress of producing and marketing her products under the sun by herself at least 5 days a week.
When I wake up at 4 a.m., I sometimes feel too tired, but I think about how I would eat if I didn't work. No matter how weak I am, I get up and get to work because I participate in the thrift and try not to miss out on it. When I go every 5 days, I pay for my thrift and I also get foodstuffs for the house. There was a day at the market when I was so tired I almost passed out. They had to give me malt and milk to make me feel better. I was told not to come to the market the next day, but I went anyway because I didn't want to miss my thrift. I consider myself as strong as a man. There's nothing a man can give me that can compare to what I earn myself.
Though abandoned by her husband many years ago, Mrs. Oduwaye remains hopeful that they will one day be reunited.
I still remain hopeful that the man who left me is still mine and he will come back to me. I won't sway. I know when someone has problems, they get stronger. If you aren't lazy or committing adultery, as long as you're minding your business, you will gain from it and be able to take care of yourself.
She advises women who have been abandoned by their husbands, as well as those who are uneducated, on how they can rise above their circumstances.
I am uneducated myself and I have faced a lot. If a woman is hardworking, isn't so dependent on a man and isn't sleeping around, even if it's pure water you're selling, you gain from it. It is not pride. My pap is the best in Ogunmakin.
Mrs. Oduwaye's story is that of strength, perseverance, and determination. Beyond producing her renowned pap and beans powder, she cultivates corn and various vegetables at home, alongside a small poultry operation. This reflects her industrious spirit and unwavering commitment to providing for her family. Despite being abandoned by her husband and left to raise her children alone, Mrs. Oduwaye has turned adversity into opportunity, emerging as an unsung hero in her community. Her strength and perseverance in business are truly commendable and serve as an inspiration to all who hear her story. Today, we celebrate Mrs. Oduwaye for her remarkable journey and the impact she continues to make in the lives of those around her.